Well, Lori, sometimes life isn't what you expect.
What? How can that be? No more alarm clocks, no more shift work. I would give anything to be retired right now.
You're right, I am a lady of leisure these days.
Oh, I can picture myself there right now.
It's amazing not having to do those long hours at the hospital, that's for sure. The truth is, I miss working. But how are you doing?
Same old, same old.
Smell that? The morning air smells so fresh today. I've forgotten how good it smells here.
Yeah, this has been from the rain last night.
Probably. How are the boys? Still going in two different directions, are they?
Yup. I wish I had girls.
Oh, I remember those days like they were yesterday. Those days are so busy. There's so much going on, and now.
Well, that's nice for you. That was years ago, and you lived through it. For me, it was literally just yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I was so angry at Travis, I just could have booted him in the butt, you know?
Yes, I sure do.
Oh, and then he knew I was angry at him, so he snuck out to the neighbor's backyard, and he picked me this beautiful bouquet of flowers.
Oh my God, that's funny.
And at that point, I didn't know, honestly, whether to laugh or to cry. I guess I never thought my life would turn out this way, you know?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Oh God, that jerk of an ex-husband of mine. He gets to go on all these nice trips and eat at fancy restaurants. Well, I'm at home wiping snotty noses and taking care of my boys and going to their school meetings because, apparently they can't behave.
Well, that's harsh. I've been there too, though.
Well, 1 week I went to 2 different school meetings for 2 different sons. What a perfect mother I am. Not.
Oh, Lori, you know you're a good mother. Stop that.
Sometimes I wonder.
Well, you're at home every night with those boys, cooking their dinners, reading to them before bed. They have never missed a meal, and they're always in clean clothes.
True, I guess, but I feel like such a loser, because I can't give them more.
Well, do they really need more? I mean, I think they're lucky to have what they've got.
Thanks, Julia. I appreciate that. But it's just so hard and frankly boring doing the same routine over and over again. It really sucks.
I remember, and I agree. Sometimes it seems like those days will never end.
I really want some excitement in my life, good excitement.
We all do, but once the boys are grown, those days are gone. And I wish those days were still here for me. My 3 grew up so fast, and I never see them.
Yeah, but what about me? What about now? I want some excitement now. And I really want to move to a new place where I don't have to pay utilities.
Oh, we should just move there. Can't be that bad, is it?
Yeah, last summer. It's 1-bedroom apartment, so the boys are in the bedroom and I'm on the pillow couch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was willing to do that just to save money on the rent. But the winter was so cold and I have to pay utilities.
It was a cold winter.
Well, I didn't have enough money to pay my heating bill, so I used my visa, and the cold weather was months ago, and I'm still paying it.
But you're across the street from the park and only a few blocks from the kids' school.
Well, that's what sucked me into thinking it would be a good idea, but now I'm completely broke.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Groceries? God, I can't afford much. I'm so tired of going to the till and not having enough money to pay for what's in my cart.
Groceries are expensive.
I think I'm gonna cry if I hear the voice say one more time. No, Mom, no! Don't put the cookies back, put the veggies back instead!
That'll be hard to hear. I'm sorry about that.
It's just really embarrassing.
I see what you mean.
Like how the coworker Cassandra,
The one whose son is on Travis's soccer team.
that's the one.
What about her?
Where do I begin? Okay, so we started carpooling the boys to soccer practice. I drive on Tuesdays, Cassandra drives on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a car, so I borrow my mom's. Cassandra and her husband drive matching red Beamers.
Oh, I see.
And she has to rub it in every single week. She makes me feel like such a loser,
No, you are not a loser. Don't listen to her.
It's not possible. You were a charge nurse, a boss in a big department like emergency.
True.
You've seen where I work, a tiny little area of health records. I'm not like one of the nurses running around all day. I'm literally at the computer in one spot all day long.
Right, and so?
Well, when Cassandra and I are scheduled on the same shift, there are 3 chairs, and she sits 3 feet away from her, and she never shuts up.
Well, what does she say?
What doesn't she say? God, she's always bragging because, her husband is one of the pharmacists,
Oh, yes, I did know that.
Oh, and she basically makes me feel like crap because Travis is only in soccer, Ben is only in swimming, while her sons are in both, plus karate and guitar lessons because, they're going to be rock stars one day.
Oh, really?
But I can't afford anything more.
No, that's understandable. Don't listen to her.
It's not possible. She's always talking about their perfect life. And all the money that they're spending on their family vacations makes me want to barf.
Well, I can see why she annoys you.
I swear, if she asks me one more time, so, where'd you take your sons on vacation? I swear I'm just gonna rip her face off. But I don't care anymore. I feel like such a worthless person after working with her.
I think that will get to anybody.
Yeah, I can't say anything.
Why not?
Because everybody at work loves her. She brings in cakes from the Dutch bakery. I bring in homemade cookies.
That is hard to compete with. Those cakes are so chocolatey good.
Tell me about it. She makes me sick.
But, it's not a competition. You're a good person, and that's what matters.
Thanks, Julia. I really do appreciate that. But honestly, that horrible person just has a way of getting to me,
I can tell. She probably brags to you because she's secretly unhappy herself. Maybe her life isn't all that perfect after all.
Maybe. But I still need some excitement in my life, Something is missing.
I know. I never realized until recently that I felt the same way about myself.
I love my boys and everything, but I miss the person I was before I had kids.
Feeling like life is passing you by is brutal.
Just makes me sad to think that the old me is gone. I never wanted kids. That was all my ex-husband's idea.
Oh? That was Kevin's idea?
Yeah. We never talked about it exactly before we got married, but he knew that I didn't want kids. And I just assumed he didn't want them either.
Oh.
Maybe it was just wishful thinking that it would always just be me and him.
Maybe.
Then we got to arguing about it for months and months until I caved. Well, I just wish that he was honest with me, about how he felt, instead of just letting me assume,
I know. Truthful communication is everything.
Now that I have the ring, I don't think I could live without them. Most days.
Being a single mother can't be easy. Luckily, I had Greg.
Yeah, and Greg is nice. Oh, Kevin is such a jerk. I really should have seen that one coming.
Well, back then, Greg was helpful. He wanted to do things. He was away on business a lot, though.
Really?
Yes, but we decided to work first, raise our kids, and then enjoy life later. He was only 19 when Tiffany was born.
Yeah, hey, where is that bus? It's late again.
It's like,
Man, I really hate having to take the early bus just to get to work on time, but you don't have to worry about that anymore. Lucky you.
remember that time the bus didn't come, so we had to call cabs, we were going to be late for work? I don't miss that, that's for sure.
Yes, I totally remember that.
But the last I remember, you were trying to get a second job in OR scheduling. Did a position become available?
Yep, finally! Oh my goodness, it's been so great. I've been getting some good money coming in, and I can even work from home sometimes too, which is one of the good things that came out of COVID.
From home?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. What a luxury, I tell you. I get to work in my PJs from home. So cool.
That's unexpected.
Mm-hmm. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to get the job either.
Oh, that's not what I mean. I know you work hard and you absolutely deserve it. You're starting to get some seniority, so it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, I know, but well, now I have more responsibilities and less time for myself.
Lori, you can handle it.
I know I wanted the job, at least I thought that's what I wanted, but now
what?
It's just, some days I really miss the old days. You know, the old me. Makes me sad to think I'm no longer the person I used to be. I used to go out dancing. And I had so many friends. God, now I'm in bed by 9 o'clock because I'm just too tired to do anything else.
Oh, yes, I get it. I'm no longer who I used to be either now that I'm retired.
That's why we should go out dancing.
If you had the time, money, and somebody to go dancing with, would you go?
Hell no. I'm way too tired for that. I want the choice. That's all.
But you can work from home.
Yeah.
So that's why I haven't seen you.
Yeah, I can work from home. But missing me? Were you looking for me?
Well, I'm not looking for you, just hoping I would run into you. I miss our conversations, that's all.
Me too, Julia. I miss you so much. And honestly, since working from home, I don't get to talk to people much, except for Cassandra. And that sucks. And I have other friends too, but I just don't connect with them the way I do with you, you know?
I know. You're on this bench. We just seem to connect.
So, what's up? I get the feeling like something's on your mind.
Yeah. I guess life's not always what you planned for.
How can that be? I thought you'd be over the moon about your retirement.
Yes, well, things had been different, maybe.
It's your husband, isn't it? He's driving you crazy.
No,
I knew it.
I
knew he would drive you crazy.
Nothing like that. Well, not exactly.
Okay, go on. It's not a money thing, is it?
Oh, God, no. I think that was off years ago.
Lucky.
When Greg was working, his job in sales took him all over the world.
Cool.
He promised me when we retired, we would travel together, and I believed him.
So we lied to you? I knew it. I knew you would drive me crazy.
No. We didn't exactly lie. Well, I don't think he meant it to be a lie.
Okay.
Do you remember that time you ran into Greg and me at Costco, and you told me later he didn't seem to remember you?
Yeah, I totally do.
I should have listened to you.
Oh, why?
Well, because it turns out Greg's hiding an illness from me.
What? How could he do that?
Good question. He said he didn't want to worry me, and I guess when he was home, I was just so happy to see him. I let questionable behavior slide, and I was just so angry about it.
I bet I feel that same way too.
I retired because he said he wanted to retire together. I thought that meant to do things together, the things we planned.
Okay, makes sense.
Well, it turns out it was so I could be his caregiver.
Oh. So what illness?
Alzheimer's. By the time I found out, he was in advanced stages.
How did you not know?
Good question. I guess it was because he was always away on business, but then he screwed up really bad and they sent him home. So he had to retire.
That is embarrassing.
Yeah. And now I am just angry over the whole ordeal.
You angry? I don't think I've ever seen you angry before.
Should never let him talk me into retirement.
Now you sound like me.
Because now that I'm retired, my position's someone else's.
It does suck.
I've always been in control of my life, and now I don't feel in control. And I guess it was always just an illusion anyway.
Well, if that's how you feel, you can easily change that.
Lori, some things you can't just change, no matter how hard you try.
Well, there's lots of things you can do when you're retired.
Okay, go on.
Well, like all the seniors' days at the shops, that'll keep you busy.
Seniors Day shop. That's your answer to my problem.
Well, no, not completely. But there's a lot of really great discounts at the stores, and honestly, I wish I could cash in on some of that action too,
Well, one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do when you're retired. You could take a seniors only cruise to the Caribbean, or you could write a book, or you could take an acting class, or you could become a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, where's that bus?
Not here.
So who looks after your husband when you're not at home?
No need for anybody.
Are you sure?
Yes?
Well, don't you need to do things for him?
No, I've done everything he asked me to do already.
Julia, something is on your mind. Tell me.
Alzheimer's is a thief. It robbed Craig and me of our lives.
No. You're not getting off that easy. Come on, tell me exactly what you need.
I don't know where to begin. Sitting here with you does make it easier to open up about things. So here goes. But it's not pretty.
Okay.
Well, what I have to confess to you isn't easy for me to say, so I'm only going to say this once.
I'm listening.
Craig fathered my children.
Yeah.
And I loved him. I can't express my feelings to them. They wouldn't understand.
Right, and I agree, but about what?
My close friends wouldn't get it either. They would all think I'm a horrible person for being angry with him. They all loved Craig. But nobody else lived with him. I did, and he didn't make promises to anybody else, just me.
Okay, so talk to him about it.
I can't.
Why not? Because he has Alzheimer's?
No.
Julia, why not?
Because he's dead.
No. Julia, Craig...
Yes, Lori, he died.
When?
2 months ago.
Julia, I'm so sorry for your loss. I didn't know. I didn't see anything on Facebook.
I didn't post anything. And this is only part of why I'm so angry.
Only parts?
Yes. Craig's condition had just deteriorated so rapidly.
Now I understand your anger. Craig was what? 65?
66. When Greg was home from work, we did everything he wanted. I came second. I didn't understand my chance to do things was passing me by.
Hindsight will bite you in the butt every single time.
Well, I was shocked and grief-stricken when he first told me. I just couldn't believe it.
I bet.
But as time went on, that nagging thought just wouldn't leave me. All those adventures I never had, and that thought has literally consumed me.
I totally get that.
But this was when he needed me the most, and I couldn't let him down.
Yeah.
Greg always depended on me to do what he asked of me, so for me not to do something, well, that's just not who I was.
What do you mean?
Greg and I were married for 47 years.
You were married since before I was born. That's crazy.
Yeah. And in that time, we loved each other deeply. I almost did everything for him. He was the love of my life.
Well, you're a nurse.
Even in his illness, his needs, his wants came first.
But you're a nurse. It's only natural that you want to take care of him, right?
Yes. Yes, I took care of him. And his wishes.
wishes?
We had talked about it a lot. He didn't want to lose himself. That scared him.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I spent my whole adult life doing what he asked of me. I couldn't let him down in his time of need, even though it meant the end of my dreams too.
Hey, I think I get it now. But are you sure that's what Greg wanted?
Yes, he was adamant. He begged me for 2 months. And one of his good days, the family was all together and...
Well, he's not the first one to think that way. It's a personal choice for sure.
Yes, Greg's choice. I just want to say he did everything on his bucket list.
That's really lucky. Seeing as how he was so young.
You might say that, and I'm sure that's what everyone is thinking.
But not you.
Not only did he not fulfill his promises to me, but now he's left me all alone.
Julia, I'm so sorry.
I never thought I'd have to spend my retirement alone, and I know this sounds selfish of me, but I spent my whole life telling myself, we can do it later. Well, this isn't the me time I wanted.
Well, there are those seniors only cruises I was telling you about when you're ready, of course.
It's like I've been waiting to live, and now he's dead, and I'm so sad he's gone. But at the same time, I'm angry.
Isn't anger the first stage of grief?
No. Denial is. Anger is second.
Did he suffer?
No. He didn't suffer.
Good. But are you going to be okay?
Yes, I think so. Now that I've said it out loud, I think I can move forward. Thanks for understanding and allowing me to vent. I just needed somebody else to know about the injustice I feel.
Yeah, no problem. Sitting here with you, I feel like I can tell you things that I can't tell anybody else, even some of my friends, and they're my age. Maybe I feel like they would judge me in a way they never have. Make sense?
It does. And you know, I'm not ashamed of what I did. It was Greg's choice. But I wasn't sure that things between us would still be the same. I mean, it has been 6 months.
No different. It must be our bench or the fresh air that smells so good.
I think so. And you know what? Don't worry about that person that you used to be. When the boys are a little older, she will return.
How long will that take?
Not long. Time really does fly.
Good. I think. Julia, I really am just so sorry about Greg.
Thanks. It was his choice. I just did what he asked.
I think my father would feel the same.
But are you going to be okay?
But Cassandra? Yeah, I mean, good God. I still think she's obnoxious, but you're right. I'm not going to let her get to me.
Oh, Lori, that's great. She's not worth ruining your day over.
Right? Besides, matching red beavers aren't everything.
You're right.
Oh, crap! There's the bus. Finally.
Thanks, Lori, for helping me get through a tough situation. I just needed to hear myself say it out loud. Thank you.
Of course, no problem. But next time, please just text me and I'll prefer coffee instead, okay?
Okay.
And then, that way you don't have to feel like you're stalking me. You have my number, right?
Yes, I do. But I'd rather talk here. I like the vibe here.
Me too.
You know what? I think I'm thinking about those seniors-only Caribbean cruises.